Hey, good morning. This is Brian with Spacebound DIY. Today we're going to be swapping out the Overflow reservoir on a 2010 Volkswagen Jetta. It's a pretty quick and easy job. Should take you less than 10 minutes. You're going to need a Phillips screwdriver if yours still has the screws in it. This one's missing both screws. You're going to need a pair of pliers, and that's about it. Maybe a flat blade screwdriver to help you get that hose off if it's stuck. We're going to have one wire connector here to take off. We've got a hose on the top to take off, and then a hose down at the bottom to take off. When you take off this top hose, I'll show you what to do with that so it doesn't make a mess, and then the bottom hose as well. So we'll go ahead and get started here. So I'm actually going to start by taking this off just to get it out of the way. It tends to get caught up on this lip. So we're just going to flip that up and then shimmy that off. The next thing I'm going to take off is this wire connector here. So the way this works, you'll want to pull back on this tab. It's not a press. You don't want to push forward. You don't need to shove anything in this hole. Just pull back on this tab and that should slip right off. So you've got a catch here, and inside when you pull back you can see that latch right there lift up, and that's all there is to it. So don't give yourself a lot of trouble there. It should come off. All right, so for this tank here, it had a leak around it. You can see it was epoxied on. This gets really hot. This is the return water, and so it comes right in here through the top, and any kind of repair to this stem, it just doesn't hold for very long. So go ahead and take this off. Slide that back out of the way. Now it might help to have a flat blade screwdriver just to get under there. Give it a little twist if you need to get it started, and then you should be able to shimmy that right off as well. Now for this hose, I'm going to recommend that you slide that up behind this lift. If you let that fall forward, it's just going to start draining fluid. Not the end of the world, but it's just one more mess to not have to have if you don't have to have it. For this here, this slips right out. So nothing special there. Let's move that off to the side. And now, if you had your screws, there would be a screw right back here and a screw right over here. You can see both of those, one down there and then one right over here. So this one's been running without the screws for who knows how long. So obviously not absolutely necessary, but you may have screws there to pull out. After that, we're going to shimmy this around until we can get to this bottom hose. Now this one has a larger latch on it. You want to keep it tipped back like this. If you have it flipped forward, and as soon as you pull that off, if there's any fluid in here, it's going to drain out all over the place. So I'm going to try to position that to where it stays. Get a good grip around it. There we go. We're going to work this hose off. And like before, if you need to put your flat blade screwdriver under there to get it started, you can, but you should be able to get a good grip on the hose and just work it off. There we go. All right, set that aside. Okay, we're going to take our new connector, go and plug it right up while we've got the hose up. Take your pliers and slip that ring back over. Goes on a lot easier than it comes off. And then we're going to get this back down into position. And your hose here is going to go around the back side of your windshield wiper fill. Slip that down into place. If you had your screws, that would be the time to go ahead and put your screws back on. I'm going to flip this back around and use that to hold the reservoir in place. And there we are with those. I'm going to put this top hose back on. As before, it goes on a lot easier than it comes off. Don't know where we are with time right now, but like I said, this is a pretty quick job. Should be something you can do in 10-15 minutes tops. Just want to make sure that hose is all the way snug up against the body of the reservoir if you can. Might have to slide that back a little further to just free up some space to do that. And there we go. So you can see it's nice and flat up against there. Tight, shouldn't have any leaks. So now we're going to squeeze these two tabs again. At least a few times, because if it went right the first time, then something's not right. There we go. All right, so those are on. And lastly, we'll take our sensor connection and snap that back into place. All right, let's not forget to put this back. Slide that over, close it, and there we have it. So after this, you're just going to open it up, fill it back up with fluid, and then you'll be good to go. So that's all there is to it. It's a pretty cheap part. I want to say it's under $20. So if you're consistently losing fluid, you might want to check around this. That's an area that you could definitely be having some issues. So anyway, if you need the parts, there will be links down in the description below. If you have questions, comments, anything, drop those down below as well. Again, it's Brian for Spacebound DIY. Thanks for watching.